fate. They will not be making a return to the stage at IEM Sydney. They are not going to be present at the Qudos Bank Arena. And I'm sure that makes a couple of players and viewers at home a little bit upset to think about, but it is a terrifying prospect that we might have to deal with at this point. However, we've still got this map to go, and I really feel that this is going to be the turning point. They need to get off to a good start, though, on this T side.
Looking for this bracket control. Smoke over towards Moto as well. It's going to be 3 men invested all the way into side. It's Rops here hiding. 3K for him. Make it a 4th as well. Why not the ace? Azza says no, but wow. Barely moved to find those 3 frags. One little strafe and immaculate aim for mousesports to put the first round on the board and take that CT pistol. And Rob, mate, that was ridiculous. Watch these shots. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely perfect.
They were just so clean. They just didn't expect him to be sitting at default. No. They didn't expect them not to be, kind of showing that sort of force straight up. And that is a very devastating start to the second map for the Renegades. But what a way for mousesports to get fired up. Definitely one of the players that you would love to see on the back of that. Now with Renegades, they do have the buy. They, of course, have upgraded pistols with armor and plenty of utility to make this work. You don't really want to be caught out. Toxic on that scout. If you do peek in toward middle, you'll be punished. Look at this. The 4-man here for mousesports right now. They do take top mid control, but at this point, at what cost? They're taking so much damage from utility. They are taking it away from mousesports, however, as mousesports stacked 3 on the actual site.
Full control of Archers right now as the smoke starts to fade. Chris J starting to get aggressive. He's going to find a couple. He's with some pistols in hand, and he will get punished for being so aggressive. Smoke just isolating the vision. And it's Woxic on the scout looking to get much more damage done. Just trying to find every angle possible. Can't get anything connected, though, as now the rap's going to continue to come out from the Renegades. Oh, 3 remaining as Azza gets sent down at 30 HP as well. Frozen trying to hold solo from Banana, so at least the bomb should be planted towards the back of sight. Frozen finds Grat there through the smoke. What a shot from JKS to at least even it out as a 1v3. Make it 0, though, as Rops is popping off. He has something to prove here. 6 kills in 2 rounds, Rob. And 2 rounds on the board for mousesports.
That's it. It's a great start that might actually start to put the pressure back to Renegades again. This map pick, yes, being Renegades, but it's not like mousesports don't touch Inferno. That's the problem. You're still, even at this level, when you're picking your map, you've still giving the other team technically the upper hand at this level of the game, because mousesports get to choose their start, and you can see how comfortable they are on CT side. The rotates, the heavy stacks, they're all happy to gamble like that. And it might cause some problems, but again, the pistols and armor being bought for Renegades, as they will get the full buy in the next, but Woxic going to be opening up on the Gratis faction, and maybe Liaz, if he peeks into the line, the damage being done, but not the best start for the T side.
Azza with the Deagle as well. CZ here is going to be just enough. It's Azza on the Deagle actually to take Carrigan down. Chris J aggressive onto Liaz. Jacob flicks around in time to get another 1 dig. Frozen, very staggered, but it catches JKS off, and that's the bomb down at T-Stairs in full control from the CTs. Now, Azza, last alive, his position was previously known, but he's slowly wrapping, and he will be spotted in just a second, unless he gets the timing. He definitely does not. Rops again, finding 1 for the round, and that is going to be 3 on the board for mousesports. Everyone sharing the load there in the second.
Doing the damage is at least Renegades still finding kills and taking away the economy of mousesports. You can see Rops is starting to mount a fair bit as well as Woxic, but actually Rops dropping a little bit lower there. So it's relatively even across the board, with realistically only Carrigan that's dropped right down. Renegades are fully invested into this. And you have to be at this point. You can't allow mousesports to get too comfortable too early. This is the round where we might have to see individual step up. He goes deep. That's nice from Chris J. It lands just on the backside of Gratisfaction to do the damage. Chris J shutting down Liaz as he comes around the corner, waiting for the second as well. Gratisfaction peeks directly into the angle. Chris J just makes it off, and Frozen, he does get traded out, but at what cost for Jacob? He drops to 20 HP. And Renegades, they do take banana control.
2 tiny bursts from Chris J is all it took to pretty much hold banana control for just enough time. Perfect crosshair placement, perfect accuracy. But mousesports with the 2-2 split, boost up onto new box as well. Chris J trying to play the angle so he can fall off to safety after taking contact. Woxic as well looking to play at first oranges. But Renegades, they've thrown a smoke, haven't drawn out a rotation though. 40 seconds remaining, going for the mid-round hit. Re-smoking there as well, but perfectly timed Molotov. Will buy time for the rotation. Renegades just holding their wit. Flash comes out. Chris J taking contact, finds first good trade from Jacob. They are going to disregard the man playing close. That's Woxic with just a CZ and gets the second onto JKS as well to find a fourth for mousesports.
Just the CZ, hey? Just the CZ is all it takes when you're Woxic. Renegades denied access again. mousesports are really shutting down the boys. Early days for them as the 5th round is now in session. Renegades trying to scrounge together the pistol armor buy. What can they get done? Chris J just on a deagle. Okay, fair enough.
Confidence.
Peeking.
Knowing that the Renegades are on pistols themselves, though, it is a smart decision, not allowing them to get a free primary if they do take you down with this really aggressive play at the top of the banana. Frozen's there for the trade, though, so Chris J laying in wait just as the bait. Carrigan here as well. And the 2-man hold is too damn strong. But JKS last alive in a 1vx situation again. Cannot get the damage done, cannot take another man out of the server, and it's just Chris J to fall here in the 5th as mousesports still haven't dropped around on their CT side.
Gratisfaction's left with that decision to make, whether he buys the AWP or they just keep the rifles and try to put the pressure on, but it looks like they're going to lean more on toward the scoped weaponry of the AWP for maybe an opening. Definitely need to see Gratisfaction with the impact that he can have, because we know full well how good he is on the AWP. He hasn't really been shown the capability to the fullest, but Chris J we certainly have today. Terrible start again for Renegades in the 6th round.
Grat had the angle as well. He fell off for whatever reason. I think a flash came in, just forced him off the line. Rops, though, very aggressive in apartments, just catching Jacob off untraded. The spacing between Renegades here towards A was not optimal at all. And mousesports getting away with everything for free. AWP has been retrieved. Azza trying to pick it up, but JKS just hearing the retreat from mousesports there at bracket. So they will give up a bit of map control, but not without some utility to buy that time. With a minute remaining, Azza still confused as to where to go with the bomb. Just letting that clock tick down before making any hard decisions. But there is the utility to at least go for an execute. And if they head here towards A, they will at least have a man advantage as they push in. But look, it's Rops and Carrigan waiting. It's going to be a tough little fight.
If Azar hits that, might back them to do some damage. As he misses that, it now makes that job so much harder, but Azar taking some more damage on the Rops. There's no rotates coming out from mousesports right now. They haven't moved at all. Now they'll start to get their button gear, but Carrigan, he has to hold. He has to stop Renegades from getting onto the side. He hasn't been able to do so. Woxic, he shuts down Liaz, but Carrigan hadn't done enough. He might have been able to stop that bomb plant, but it's too little too late. A 2 versus 3. This is the first time the bomb's gone down for Renegades in a doable situation.
As a very low there with the AWP in hand posted on mid, but is he going to be caught off by the deagle of Woxic? Oh, he spots the information. Can he go for the peak? No, Woxic too damn sharp. And up to JKS, 1v3, can't do a single thing, doesn't even spot Frozen there before falling, and just clinical retake from mousesports, taking absolutely no damage. 6 rounds in a row. Renegades at least got the bomb plant, so they will be able to buy up here into the 7th. But It's a big but. They need to get the ball rolling soon or they're going home. No boys at Qudos Arena.
It could still be boys. Very, very tough.
Not the specific
task.
boys.
It's a tough task to bring the other boys back in, but not these specific, not the boys. They'll be the boys, just not the boys.
The with an A, right?
Yeah, like the.
Right.
The boys. Still, I have a tingling. Renegades are not done and dusted in this tournament just yet. As long as there are rounds on that board, as long as there's life left in their blood, you can bet your bottom dollar they are going to do everything they possibly can to make the stage at IEM. This is an opportunity they will not want to miss out in fine form that they are. But you've got to say the same about Mouse. It's not any different for Mouse at this point. Only just not the home crowd. Will they play the villains for a second year in a row?
Liaz very low, burning alive in the molly. It's Chris J to find two, one with an 8 and one with the AWP. So 2-man advantage very early on, 20 seconds in, push down mid already. Renegade stuck between a rock and a hard place. Mouse just all over them right now. Azza isolated in a 1vx as he pushes all the way back down, but Rops, he's heard everything. Woxic just barely misses that shot. And this might just draw a rotation back. But Renegade's happy just to hold the top of Banana. Can they create some fruit salad, though? As Rops is still pushing the whole way down, completely disregarding this situation. He hasn't spotted a thing, though. Renegade's doing a good job there. Unfortunately, it's coming unstuck. Rops looking for more, though. Very hungry. Makes it the double. Knows exactly where Azza headed as well. But that's the bomb in their hands, and a 7th round, pretty much unlosable. There you have it. Carrigan still waiting for that rotation to come out. And a clean start to Inferno, still for mousesports.
Total of like 6 deaths, 11 kills so far for the Renegades in total. 11 kills, 7 rounds, and that is not the kind of impact that we were really hoping for to start things out. We were hoping for the kind of in-your-face play style, and it's been anything but. And that's because of mousesports. Mousesports have literally just dismantled Renegades everywhere they've gone. The early utility usage and damage have been well and truly impactful enough to slow them right down and second guess, which they've done more often than not. And now they've got to try to make their way out of apps. They've got the utility and CZs to do so. However, they need to start hitting more shots. They need to be putting the pressure back onto this CT side.
Rough start indeed. It's the utility now. Going to allow the Renegades to bust out of Carps down into Diggity, looking for some map control. Stuck on the door for a moment, but the wall of smokes is there. Rotations will come out, but no blood drawn just yet. JKS down to 73. Woxic can't get the damage done. It's Jacob on the Deagle to take Rops down, and that's a big frag for the Renegades. But with this man advantage, they've still got a lot of time. Full pit control, but the rotations have come out. They have yet to spot the bomb. It's still there at Diggity, frozen up on Moto, trying to work an angle, but not finding the thing just yet. Progressively moving forward, advancing. JKS, he's going to spot him. Grat. He will fall to Woxic. Chris J on the other AWP as well takes down Azza, and all of a sudden there's a 3v3, but Woxic, yet another. So damn sharp right now. Liaz, though, in the 1v3 with the AK in hand. He's going to hide. Finds one man, gets a second. Does he know the third's out? He's pulled out the knife. He gets a second opportunity. Woxic can't connect, and that is going to be the 1v3 clutch from Liaz to get the first round on the board for the Renegades.
The boy who was pulling the boys together in the first map has done it for the first round in the second as well. That is exactly what we needed for Renegades. A small misstep, I believe, from Woxic after putting in so much effort. It came right down to the wire, and I think Liaz gets a little bit lucky with 2 missed shots from Woxic. Doesn't make a difference, because that is, again, that seal that we talk about so much, Mac, is being cracked at the 8th round. So,
of all people, though.
Oh, of course.
Carry Potter to do it.
Of course it is. There's no other thought, right?
Didn't have a doubt in my mind.
sharp, so fast. And it's given Renegades small something to work with. It's a platform now to build your house upon. Toxic's just cleared out Banana. Give the information back toward mousesports that have stacked across toward A.
Bracket control coming in from the Renegades. Carrigan dishing some damage through the smoke. Jacob surviving though. 7 HP. Now it's just Woxic. The top of Banana aggressively posted. And Renegades, I don't think they can catch him fast enough. Carrigan very deep at archers, ready for the fast rotation as well. Woxic, does he hold? Single flash, and he falls back. Renegades, they've got 30 seconds, and they're going to go in with the momentum. Woxic misses another. We haven't seen him do that too much this game, but now playing new box perfectly, except it's Azza to work the angle. JKS as well onto Carrigan, and now that's the B site. 3 primary rifles remaining in the hands of mousesports, and they are calling the save. So Renegades making it work, finding that momentum and putting 2 together.
Second you can string 2, there's definitely more to work with. It's a sigh of relief at this point, and the 5 remaining for Renegades, this can start to actually build something. This is the first time we can realistically say that we might see Renegades string together a couple, and at this point, it's just the duty of damage control and repair at that point, because it's looked incredibly strong, incredibly good for mousesports so far. Now they can start to have their own impact.
Into the 10th we go. And Renegades finally showing everyone at home some hope. mousesports, the villains here, starting the second map strong. It's Renegades' last opportunity, so they really need to keep their feet on the ground and get at least 5 or 6 rounds here on the T side, or they're going to have a lot of work to do in the second half. But look at this Frozen, very ambitious, straight down mid. He's got Woxic here to cover as well. No one quite at second. Rops aggressively posted into apartments. Does he continue to push himself? There's 4 men from the Renegades here progressively working, and they're not going to clear mid at all. Frozen can only get 1. But is expecting a swing from T-Stairs. Not going to come out as Chris J goes straight down Banana as well. Very rough situation for Renegades. Do they disregard it though? No, really as gets the information, but also loses his life. And that's the man advantage for mousesports. Smoke is dumped. Banana control still in their hands. No trade potential for the Renegades.
Much utility for Renegades to use in that mid-late round if they need to. JKS now starting to push in toward apps, get the control toward carpet. Second he does that, they've got something to work with. It's Faction with an early smoke in towards Banana to try and force back that control, and they're going to have to try and rotate across. Oh, Jacob! That feels horrible when you take a shot like that from Woxic. Do look to hit that A site. Smoke's down, they've got room to move, but JKS is so low.
Even lower now, taking a tiny bit of falling damage, dropping into the pit, trying to open up the A site. The bomb could be planted, but Woxic in front of that Molotov. Grat will be able to get the bomb planted, only barely, and JKS with 9 HP in a 1v3, and Woxic with the wall bang. What a shot from him. That's 8 on the board from mousesports, but Woxic, my God, give me a kiss, mate.
What? That's not right. You can't be doing that to the boys.
He can.
He can, and he did. That was so nice, but this entire round from mousesports was just a flex, more or less. Like, it was just the dominant alpha in the server showing full well that they take control of mid. Renegades don't get it. They have to take it back.
Even the fact that Woxic decided to swing into the Molotov. Jacob was there ready and posted. Just couldn't connect anything. Oh, God, that was a shocking round from Renegades, unfortunately missing many opportunities, but what can you do when Woxic decides to shoot you through the wall at pit? Honestly, that is a rough situation, but Renegades, they have another opportunity. They've still got money in the bank even after this round to buy up into the next. They've got that buffer. They've got money in the coffer. But can they put a third on the board? And Rops, he's going to pick up a gun off the ground there, the AK. Plenty of money in the bank for them also. So heading into the 11th, we'll see if Renegades can change anything up. No CT aggression from mousesports this round.
Smokes are coming on down. They're trading a lot of utility in towards Banana there. That's only on one smoke, I believe, that was thrown to Liaz in the earlier molly. That's a nice trade. There we go, Jacob taking down Rops, 2 across toward jungle, now being bolstered by the third in Chris J. They've left Frozen all the way over toward CT, and now Renegades look to pick up the pace a little bit. This is what we need to see.
It's a 5v3 on the A site. The crossfire split up by the utility. Chris J up at dark. No one spotted him at all, but Jacob, look at him. He's in graveyard. Finds the man pushing through the smoke. Carrigan caught off guard. Chris J can't do a thing from that position either. 2k for Jacob, 1 for Azza. It's a 1v3, but it's Woxic alive. Oh, look where he's made it to, but he's been spotted. Grat takes him down with the headshot through the edge of the box. And that is going to be 3 on the board for Renegades. 3 rifles remaining as well, so the economy will continue to rise as Renegades can buy up into the 12th. But mousesports, same situation, able to purchase full everything. Full utility. Primaries, single AWP. Not quite the double there. Chris J going for the A1S instead. And a sigh of relief as now they only have to deal with the 1.
Yeah, they pick up the pace in that one. They make it a little bit faster on the side, but I love that from Jacob, right? The push directly through all of the fire, all of the smokes, and goes in towards Coffin, causes all sorts. Woxic goes real low for a second. Liaz as well needs to be careful of that overextension. Azza's made some noise, and Liaz will be caught out because of it. As I can't trade out quick enough. Oh, he's already spotted. Chris J manages to dink him, but that's all he gets. He has to back away. That's 3 at the top of Banana. Information not really given back quick enough. Now, Renegades take top mid control in the meantime to make something work.
At least they have bracket control. But Frozen, passive behind Archers, waiting to deny the wrap. Fortunately for the Renegades, there's still a large amount of utility remaining here. Will the wrap come out? That is the question. 40 seconds remaining. A lot of utility on the A site being used already. But everything is just running out now. Crossing successfully. JKS works the angle. Chris J untraded as Frozen. Expecting the wrap towards B, and it looks like Renegades might make the audible. But 20 seconds over to the B side, that's very ambitious. The trade is there for Grat at least, so it's a 3v3 now, but Azza quite low. Woxic here with the AWP, doesn't connect, he's at new box. Gets it on the second peak, looks for some more. The Renegades, they're running out of time to close the gap, close the distance over to the B site. Azza at least will get the trade, but it's a 1v2, and he's got next to no time to plant, so if Carrigan can work the angle, he might be able to deny, but he is going to play it safe and wait for his teammate to rotate in. Look just to work it together.
Need this round right now from Azza. Carrigan pushing in from behind. He can actually find the 1v1s. Rops might not expect him to be so close. He's spotted out, and that allows Carrigan to go for the quick jiggle, find the kill. Defuse will come through, upgrade onto the AEWP as well. Renegades needing a 4th round here on the T side, but it's just not coming through. Not yet. However, it's looking a lot more competitive than what it was at the start.
Renegades just going for these ultra late round plays, just leaving it to the last moment to get the kills, get the sites, and try to get the bomb planted. We saw it on Train, and it didn't really work, and we're seeing it again on Inferno, and they're getting punished for it as well. Woxic very fortunate that that molly didn't spread earlier. Safe behind the car. The fact that he got this second shot on the JKS was absolutely ridiculous as well. But now Renegades, they've got this opportunity to buy again. Getting that bomb planted, definitely helping the economy here in the 13th. May allow them to buy into the next as well, as there's a good little buffer there for Grat, as well as Jacob and Azza. Oh, but Woxic again, getting the first pick of the round, and that is huge for mousesports.
Time and time again, mousesports just find the upper hand. And it's been such a problem for Renegades. They haven't really been able to bring it back after losing so many players time and time again.
just having to claw your way back from a disadvantageous situation is so heartbreaking to see, but at least they have a man advantage in a 3v4 here at A, but do they commit?
It looks like they're... Oh, Rops has read it so well. They've pushed one out into pit, and so that man advantage they had has actually dropped into, okay, a 1v5.
Into a round.
Grat, what have you got? Can you pull out some absolute magic? No, 10-3, and the Renegades are staring right down the barrel at a flat-out defeat to the villains of 2017 mousesports.
Well, I'm going to say it. We saw Greyhound pull the comeback earlier, and we might see it again here. Keyword in that sentence is might, because right now Renegades have shown no momentum. A couple of great plays, but then a couple of really, really bad decisions resulting in lost rounds, even when they had the advantages. Quite unfortunate, as Renegades have also not had many advantages, as we did state before. Once again, another timeout being called by mousesports. Happy just to lock as many of these CT-sided rounds down as possible. We saw them, they were slow to start over on the over on train CT side rather. As Renegades almost formulated the comeback. But I'm seeing a similar situation unfold in front of us again. Even with the 10-5 half, Renegades, it'll be a very, very large amount of work to do for them as we head into the second half. But we're not there yet. 10-3. Banana control going to be contested. Woxic onto Grat again. Just getting the pick there every single time.
Literally giving them nothing at this point. mousesports have just relinquished all control that Renegades thought they might have. Any thought of confidence they would bring into this. Look at Frozen. He's going to hold the aggressive line with an MP9. He decides to back away eventually. Now Renegades, they pick up the pace. They head straight on toward the B bomb site. Frozen, look how much damage is done just from the MP9 and the Molotov that was laid out. Chris J's there to stop it as well. It's all falling apart. JKS can't get anything done, and Jacob, I think they already know his position.
Oh, they definitely do. Shooting him through the smoke. Manages to take someone down with him. If he can win this with 6 HP, call me Annie. Just trying to work anything now. 50 seconds remain. The bomb is down on the edge of the smoke, but he might have to show face. Rough position. Gets another. So I guess he's done a great job from the fact it was a 1v4. He had very low HP. But that is 11 rounds for mousesports on the CT side of Inferno. And Renegades, well, that's all I've got to say. it's hard to pull the comeback story when mousesports are just looking so damn dominant here on Renegades map pick.
It's heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. That nade as well, gonna drop directly onto the head of Gratisfaction. It does 55 damage with full armor. It could not be getting better for mousesports. At this point, I'm almost inclined to say Renegades are lucky to have 3 rounds.
The only stats that I'm seeing that are helping me realize that Renegades may have a chance in the second half is that Renegades T side stronger than their CT side, barely. But then I look at mousesports and they win 71% of their rounds on the CT side. So they don't have a T side off the 2 maps they've played. So it's not a large pool to grab statistics from, but it's better than nothing.
Better than nothing is the trade that comes out from Rops. Hazard manages to find another, but it's all just the backstabs coming through. JKS comes out on top of the smoke fight. Oh, Chris J with the timing. There we go. Oh. Maybe this is a way for mousesports, rather for Renegades to get back into this game. It's Carrigan in a 1 versus 3. I don't like saying that, but it's the last round of the half. They know he has to go for this, and he's on his bike towards CT.
Well, he finished train off with a beautiful 3K, finding the lineup. This time Renegades much more evenly spaced. Set up to trade, knowing that he is definitely going to be going for it. As it is the final round of the half. Liaz may just take first contact here. There's the information, at least hiding, waiting. And the boys are going to connect. It's Grat for the 2K to close out the half. And Renegades 4-11 as we head into the second.
That's it, backs up against the wall, and this is do or die. 1/2 to go, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
They're on their last legs. The Renegades need to pull something together in the second half of Inferno. Map number 2, but mousesports are in complete control of this right now, in the driver's seat, both hands on the wheel, and it looks like it's cruising down the highway at 80 in 5th gear. Not a concern in the world. The hair's blowing in the wind, and I don't know how Renegades are going to be able to do this.
At this point, I've given up hope. Hopefully Renegades haven't. I'd love for them to prove me wrong, but mousesports over the past 2 days, well, they started slow, but they are here to play right now. They are, in the 14th position at the moment, whereas Renegades are 7th, and it's not really looking like that right now, is it?
No.
The new lineup for mousesports proving very effective. But as we head into the second pistol, Renegades, they've won 2 from 3 so far. Mousesports taking their CT pistol. We'll see if Renegades can hit right back. Liaz taking first contact there. It's a 2-3 setup, expecting mousesports to end over towards B. So taking the gamble and potentially giving up the A site. It's just Grat and Liaz to hold.
Already not exactly the start we would have been hoping for. Gratisfaction just on the other side of Woxic. It's the small duel, and the timing could have been perfect. Grat lets him know where he is. Liaz is going to hold, and Grat's making all the noise. They might not expect Liaz to be there, so that might be a small little buffer to move with. But Carrigan spotted him out, taking him down as well. Grat's trying to hold, but no support being given, and Renegades are going to have to bring this back. Going to 3v5 retake in the pistol round.
Nothing working out there for the boys on the A site. The 5v2 is never going to work in your favour. Carrigan popping off right now as well. Jacob eventually on the trade, but it's a 2v4, and Azza has a lot of work to do. As Jacob's only on 17 HP. He needs some more, though. 1v3 is what we're left at, but the jump peak coming out. There's the information. Gets the tag on a Frozen as well, straight through the concrete there, but there's 3 Ts he has to get past. He does have the kit, but no armor as well. Mince meat is made of Azza. As mousesports put a 12th on the board and find both the pistols here on Inferno and actually make it look like they've taken both the pistols.
It hurts. It really hurts. Come on, boys, we got this. I'm trying to be optimistic for Renegades. They'll be able to bring this back, surely. mousesports are not that good, right? Right.
Well, you can keep telling yourself lies, Rob, but mousesports are definitely looking like the much better team in the server. And if Renegades don't deserve to be at the arena, then they don't deserve to be at the arena. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unless Renegades can tell me otherwise, well, look, the score doesn't lie. It's hard facts. And it's hard facts because they're hard to swallow.
They are. A tough pill, but at this point, there's not much hope in this round either for Renegades, so they're going to have to do it with only 3 rounds for mousesports to take map. Azza can't get anything done as he goes for the peak. In fact, he drops down to 10 HP. Not looking the best right now. 4 players across toward that B-bomb site. As he goes for the quick peek, but backs away for a moment, gives up control. And Renegades are going to surely start making their way across toward the A side. If not, they will just completely give up and not bother fighting it. Instead, trying to find some exits.
And they're happy just to move around as a unit. Try not to give up too many kills to the SMGs. Try not to pad the economy of mousesports more than necessary. But it's Rops and Carrigan both on the hunt right now. Carrigan more ambitious than his younger teammate. Renegades, if they can take any rifles, especially into the next, that would be best case scenario for them. But Rops is going to take contact. No trade. 2 for him, 1 for Carrigan, who's looking to mop up more. But Grat may be able to just work the timing. It's the 2K. There's an AK retrieval, but Carrigan with UMP might be able to get the double. There is 3 for him for the round. 1,800 in the bank, and then saving that AK as well right at the end. So rough situation for Renegades to be in, but look at that Carrigan, 5,800. I don't know if mousesports even need to bother gambling for an AWP, especially at this stage. Renegades' economy is going to be, you know, low after the buy. The utility, very low also. Smokes across the board. Single Molotov for Jacob, which is going to be taken over towards the B site. And mousesports, what do they do? Where are they going to go? Lots of utility used to gain that banana control. 4 men invested already. Just expecting Renegades to try to hold, but staying aggressive is a bit silly, especially with such light utility.
It's almost Renegades' last stand at this point. Jacob drops down the smoke as they trade them in towards CT. Looked like mousesports was setting up for a B hit. Instead, they back away. They might leave Chris J to throw another smoke, keep Renegades guessing. There's 3 stacked there for now. 2 across towards A to deal with this push that inevitably will come in.
Renegades, though, turtling at the right time. Although Azza clearing that Archer's angle, it's going to be very split up. Won't be able to cover the flank from Liaz. If the drop comes in behind him, he could be in trouble, but he does reposition back to pit. Flash towards bracket, allowing Azza to go for that information. But there's nothing there at bracket, so no rotation will come out from the boys. But the hit comes in. mousesports now. It's Liaz to get some damage done, but not many bullets left in the clip.
Ooh.
He gets a second from that position. Somehow manages to stay alive for just long enough. The rotation will be coming out. Azza up in dark, though. And there's 30 seconds to get the bomb planted. No one clearing him out just yet. Oh, Azza can't get the kill onto Chris J, who crouches beneath the crosshair. So it's a 3v3 as the Renegades now have to set up for the retake.
Might have just bought them enough time. Oh, the boost is not enough. Taking Chris J right down, but the damage is being traded left, right, and center. Woxic goes low as well. There's still so much to be done. They haven't cleared any angle. Everything is dirty at the moment, and Renegades, they need to start mopping up. They need to start making their move on in. It's half way through that bomb ticking anyway.
There's no kit.
Yeah, no kit doesn't make a difference because no kit, no clue. They're making their way in. JKS can't get anything done. Rops finds the trade. And it doesn't matter how hard JKS tries or wills it, it will not happen. And 14 rounds on the board for mousesports. Renegades are in a hopeless position with their money. And I would dare say with their spirit. It's been all but crushed.
Well, best case scenario, Jacob gets an ace with the swag this round. Gets a lot of money, drops the boys in the next, but it's theoretical. He's going to be playing solo at the top of Banana. Grat goes down early, peeking solo at mid. As with the 5-7, hoping that the mice come spilling through the smoke, but it's not going to happen. Jacob still holding close. Will probably be good for one, especially if he gets aggressive like that. Can't find a singular, so it's a 0. it's a 3v5 rather. It feels like a 0v5 at this point. mousesports just staying together, trading it out perfectly.
Completely bullied them out of the server. Renegades haven't really been able to get anything going on, especially in map number 2. This is their map pick as well. We'd had such high hopes coming into Inferno. Hoping to see it go to a third. Liaz playing with fire. He's got no information on where these players are. They're hard stacking across to the B site. Liaz looks like he might just go to join and pray to everything that they do head to B, but it's not going to. mousesports have already secured that top mid control and slowly pressing A. The only thing they can hope for right now is that they wrap through that arch smoke and go to B. Not going to happen.
Well, mousesports looking like they are going to maintain their 100% win ratio on Inferno, as well as Train, and they also have a 100% win ratio on Mirage. So even if they did lose this one, it would still be a very rough situation for the Renegades. And look, Rob, it's match point after this.
That's it, mate. It doesn't get any better than this for mousesports. Azza finds one. Might be trying to reclaim the weapon, but you couldn't imagine there's a possibility for any more damage to realistically be done. mousesports are completely in the clear at this point. 15th rounds here, Mac. Map point. Renegades only have 4 on the board. Not looking pretty.
Not at all. But here we are. Potential final round of the match. 11 rounds in the lead as mousesports have just been absolutely dominating here on Inferno. And once again, they are going to have generally a better bite. Utility will be purchased all up by the boys. After saving a bit of armor in the previous, a couple of kits this time to give themselves time to go for the retake. Unfortunately, they weren't able to hold before. But once again, sending 3 early on over towards Banana, expecting a change in pace from mousesports, but they're going to be going to second. Going to take bracket again. Just defaulting at this point in time because it's been working every single time.
Really been too much that mousesports have done that haven't worked, to be honest, and it's been an incredible best of 3 from them. They've looked so strong, and at this point, only one more step away from securing a quarterfinal spot again at IEM Sydney. And at this point, we're not getting ahead of ourselves. It is more than a possibility. They are making it happen. So it is deserved. They are going to be pushing back in towards Banana. It's going to be JKS to hold. He backs away for a second, has the molly, has the smoke, has the nade, has everything he needs to slow this push down. But they're not going to stop here, mousesports. They're just going to go directly in. That's a really nice nade drop from JKS, and it slows the movement speed down. JK, the boy, comes straight through the smoke. And a bit of life shown for Renegades in the 20th round.
But is it all for naught? Rops, 20 seconds remaining. Going to be traded out there as Azza holds the rotation from bracket. But a 5th on the board means that they still have 10 rounds they need to win to take it to overtime. Rob, I'm not going to start believing until I see the number 12 up on the scoreboard. So until then, Mouse still looking dominant.
Without a doubt. That's the problem. There's no doubt.
I have no doubt right now.
Yep. They've just been... It's more than deserved. And even on train, you saw the fact that they have, you know, they've just got that little bit more than what Renegades have today. On this exact day, mousesports are stepping into the light. Renegades, no answer. Early Molotov out in towards middle. Makes some damage, but not enough. Maybe a second earlier and it might have halted that push, but we'll just keep the top mid control. Maybe look to set up for this A hit.
This time though, Renegades fully set up to deal with the A push. No late rotations over from the B site. Molly may buy some time there. It's actually missed going into pit, so we aren't going to see old mate Leaz flushed out just yet.
Ooh.
Apartments player still yet to make his moves. Jacob with the 2K, JKS and Grat to clean up, and just like that, it's gone from 0 to 100 for the Renegades. 2 in a row, not dropping a rifle, and this economy management is going to be crucial if they are to make this comeback.
That's it. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and JKM, whoopsies, JKM.
Ooh. Ooh.
Jacob taking the correct steps. At least he's got the foot out the door. He's got the backpack ready. And he's starting the journey because it's all going to come down to how, what the will is like for Renegades, but maybe it doesn't make a difference when Woxic turns around the corner like that. A rush decision. JKS now coming out into the open. They're going to line up for him, but he can only find one. Chris J on the sharp trade. Renegades now flush their way back toward the B bomb site. This might be it. They've picked up another AK, so that's going to be a 3 upgraded rifle setup for Mouse as they head into that B bomb site, but they've slowed it down for a second. Renegades have had time to get into position.
Renegades haven't really shown tendencies to over-rotate either, but with the flash, Azar gets an opportunity. The trade is there from Robs, but he cops a bit of damage himself. So 41 and 100 remaining over on mousesports. Grat with the AWP, though, almost works the timing. Unfortunately, it was Robs who just will eventually repeat. So Grat, seem to wear, but the bomb is on the opposing side of the map, and as that one goes down, Renegades will now have to win the 2v1. Chris J, he is sticking to his guns. Mini pit now knows that there is a long rotation coming out from the B site, buying him enough time. He is knife out, head down, expecting to be checked at the last moments. And there's only 2 nades and a smoke remaining on both of the Renegades players.
Villain, 2017, he's looking to make it work again, but no. Renegades are not done just yet. I wonder how many rounds I can say this for, because they're still, like I said, as long as they're in the server, as long as there are rounds still on the board to be taken, they breathe and they live on. They're not giving up without a fight, but mousesports are doing everything in their power to shut this out as soon as possible.
Good damage to the economy in the previous round, at least, as mousesports, they got the bomb plant, so they're going to be buying up again, and they're starting to work that round loss bonus up, which is going to make it harder and harder for the Renegades to try to close it out. More weaponry in more rounds means harder rounds for Renegades to continue their win streak. Now Jacob just jumping around looking for the information. Chris J ready to drop the smoke as soon as that molly spreads, but he will be allowed to get the 2K because Jacob had no idea that the molly didn't spread far enough. Open B site. Mouse will beat them on the rotation as well. It's only Azza rotating as well, expecting Robs to be lurking at A, which he's done time and time again. But with the 2-man advantage, it's pretty much done now. Leaz and Grat in a 2v5. Matic Manic,
No,
it's over.
No,
Manic,
no,
it's over.
It's the new blood for the boys on Renegades, and I couldn't be more hyped for them. A great opportunity for them to bring this one back. I can't sell it enough because it cannot be sold. Liaz has to bring it back with a 1v5 to keep the hopes and dreams alive for the IEM Sydney. Yeah, the boys, but it's no the boys this time.